Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy with me, Dr. Munchkin. Last time, if you've been following along, we talked with Poppy, but we didn't actually get the quest. It was more of waiting. We also talked with Sebastian, but then we went on a case of gobbledygook, where we found that Ramrock is investigating and building a giant drill to get to a reservoir of magic. We don't know where the reservoir is, but hopefully we figure out more. But today, what we're going to be doing, as I'm in the Forbidden Forest, is we're going to be helping out Poppy again by meeting her in the forest. Maybe we just talk to her, maybe we don't. We can speak with Natty outside Hogsmeade, and I definitely want to do Sky's the Limit as well. And maybe we go speak to the Hufflepuff and the Astronomy Wing. We're going to try to do all those before we get back to our main questing. It's a lot of fun for me to do the side quests. And there are more as well. There's a new town, or rather, not a new town. A town I didn't have a place for yet. Is this one? Yep. It is this one. Here we go. So this little town over here. We're missing a demiguise, all the chests, one field guide, and there is a well over here as well. So there's two more side quests over there. But yeah, we're doing pretty decent. I've been trying to go around and clean up a bunch of the Merlin challenges and things. That's why it's kind of looking a little bare over here. We did also figure out, can't get to these yet, they're blocks because we don't have access down here. But I did figure out that one Merlin's challenge with the little stones. You need to bring kind of like butterflies or moths over in order to unlock the challenge. And oh, there's another town up here we haven't been to. So we'll have to go up there, and there's two Floo fast travel points that we'll need to grab, as well as an astronomy table. But we'll see where we get today. Before we get started, though, if you guys like the content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And with that, let's talk to Poppy.
Hello, Poppy. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Alrighty, well that was quite the interesting meeting, and the fact that the herd is having problems. Now I did realize something. I did upgrade my gear, which is why we have this new cloak. It's more of an athletic cloak, what I really, really like. But what I did notice, we have a new mask, is that I wasn't wearing my glasses. So, for me, it looked like I was blind. Because I wear glasses in real life. Alright, so we talked to her. Let's go talk to Natty real fast. Outside of Hogsmeade. Alright, is there a Floo power over here, or maybe we go to the map? And I thought there was one over there. Alright, well, small detour. We're gonna go here and talk to our Broom guy in order to pick up his quest. Then we'll go talk to Natty, and then maybe we'll actually do a race and get our Broom upgrades. I mean, we beat, what's her face, Imelda, I believe her name was. We beat, but it's been so long since we raced her.
Hello again.
Let's talk to you.
Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the Broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
We'll just buy these because we have the money to do so. And we will sell, since
Nice
we're
doing
here
business
and I
with
don't
you.
want to deal with it later. We will sell all the useless trinkets that are... Oh, I was like, it's a higher level. But it's not that great. That one's good. But we do not have... Oh, that's right, this is all our old gear. No point in keeping them, it's not like we can have preset gear. We want to keep the gloves, though.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our
Alright.
next meeting.
Well, we bought a bunch of brooms,
Perhaps I
so
could
we need
test
to
out my
complete
new
our
upgrade
collection.
on the way.
Yeah, we will. But I also want to go here, because I want to buy...
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books
yes.
to stoke a curious mind like yours.
There's the... Uses to produce moonstone. Don't care. These are all the potting tables. I have all the potting tables I need. And the potion table you don't really need. But this is what I want.
Nothing like
the
finding
composter.
just the right thing, is there?
Because then we can make our things more productive, I suppose. But anywho,
Revelio.
what the heck was that? Oh, there's a page in here?
Revelio.
What? This was here the whole time? And if I interact with this, I know that happens. So, we just got 2 more pages. Oh.
Time now, demi guys.
And there's a demiguide? Alright.
Revelio.
Note to self, everyone. If you want to collect everything, come into here and don't be like me. I need to go invisible. So I can come in here and take the 500. Ta-da! Jeez, I think, actually, if I go to my collections and go to my Revelio pages, I think that completes, yeah, Hogsmeade is complete. Look at that. We have to complete all these. The Hogwarts ones are going to kill me. But we have 106 out of 150. We've been collecting them along the way. I think we actually need to complete all of these collections, which is just, oh my gosh, a bit maddening. But we are working on getting some of the brooms. So these are from the challenges, and some of the random shops have them. I've visited the shops on stream, but unfortunately, I didn't have the funds at the time to be able to purchase them. Oh, and here's all the enemies. I guess we're missing 17 other enemy types? Or maybe those are the legendary enemies? Or not necessarily legendary, but they are, what's the right word? Formidable foe. That is the word of the day. But let's talk to Natty since she's right here. Or she will be once we wait. And then we'll go do our flying exercise.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Alright. Is that a new quest? Yes, we did get a new quest, but I want to go do... Oh, I have to complete this. Okay, well, we will complete that then. That's fine. Alright, Hogsmeade map. Just fast. Okay, they're unavailable. Fine. I will walk. Can't use my magic. It's pretty great though. I'm really happy that we found the last Revelio page.
Can't imagine how.
I think there's a handful more actual pages in here.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
There we go. Lucial
Otto
put
Dibble
outside.
works at Gladrags. I should check there.
But please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Hello there.
Oh, it's a level 3 log.
Excuse
We
me,
might have
Mr.
actually gotten
Filbert.
enough.
I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hoped to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Expect an
Revelio.
Anyways, as I was saying before, we might actually have enough. So actually check real fast, because we can just look at the inventory and see if we have... Oh, that's right. We got more Jobbernals. We have another unicorn. And a puffskin. We are off stream. There is... Oh, I only have 12. And I think I need 13. Which might require a trip to that town I was pointing out with those side quests. Oh, we have more nasal fur. That's right. I was working with the variants, and there is an achievement as well as it's a challenge, rather, for the room of requirement. Here it is. To breed 10 unique beasts. You pretty much have all the beasts to be able to breed for that action. So I was starting to just work on that. Hence why I have another unicorn. I need 2 of them. I don't know if I have a male or a female, unfortunately. Also, I think all the beasts sell for the same, which is quite annoying.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Hopefully Natty's okay. Alright. Shortcut. And... monies. Yeah, we really don't have any issue with money. And I don't ever need to buy potions again.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Enough resources to take care of it. Alright. Gotta go around here to the docks, it looks like.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
But I think there are more demi-guys than what we need for the Alohomora level 3. Let's find
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quick.
Well, let's go save a friend.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Huh.
Arresto momentum. Accio.
Maybe I should pull them all the way forward.
A hidden door. Revelio.
There we go. Anything in here? New.
Natty
There's
must have been
stuff
taken this
ahead,
way. I need to find her quickly.
Take the money and run.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
We did also on the last stream, we were finally able to defeat all the enemies with ancient magic.
From every traveling vendor that's passed through here, they never see it coming. I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Girls be nothing but trouble.
Nice.
Revelio.
My loyalty
We're doing decent.
and no one else.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to come through here.
That was a good haul.
It's about time Rookwood took control. He doesn't
Oh,
need
I'm
Ranrock.
I'm gonna have to fight her.
What was... Who's there? What are you? Thought you could hide from me, did ya?
You know. Right now.
Expulsum. Might want to look up.
Someone's paying for that!
Flash!
Shut your
Alright, now let's go.
Say what you will.
And we need Expelliarmus just to try to get...
Expulsor!
Bombard.
What are your thoughts on
There we go. Gotcha. I guess I could have used ancient magic on her. Oh, I'm full too. Alright, well, let's switch back to this, because I need fire a lot of times.
Revelio.
Bombarda.
There we go. We will come into yes.
Hey!
Revelio.
Really, that's the only thing that was in here? Was that? I'm glad that we got both the challenges. Let's go grab the big chest. And what did we get? Ooh, another legendary. And now that we're level 33, we should start to get gear. That was level 33. And that seems to be our... I don't know what that sound is.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Alright, that appears to be everything. So let's go up here and save Natty.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
You little...
But he must be here somewhere. Leviosa. Incendio.
More courage in a fall. Death from above.
Don't have time to play.
Revelio.
Alright, where is my friend? Find Natty.
Revelio.
Oh, must be through here. What?
Alohomora.
I didn't know there was invisible chests. Only level 1 log.
Revelio.
There seems to be a something nearby.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Who knows where it is? Seems to be fainter.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Alrighty. Well, we got Natty. And now we gotta get out. I did take them all out, so... Oh, wrong way. We gotta go this way. That's weird.
Revelio.
More random money.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
I thought maybe there would have been a boss-esque fight. Like, you rescue Natty and then the big one comes.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Oh, excellent. Oh, there's one more demiguy somewhere in this town, and I'm missing 2 field guides. But let's, as we said, we want to do this. Let's go to the map, go to the world map. And here it is. What? Am I allowed to pass? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, the Mind's Eye. Oh, that's the, that's where we were last time for the gobbledygook. I know where that chest is. Well, you missed it.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you, and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
It does not appear. No. Hold on. Nope, I cannot enter as of yet, which is quite annoying. Well, if that's the case, let's go here. We can get the last demiguys, and then we can go ahead and unlock Alohomora level 3, so then no lock can stop us.
Who lives here?
Also, we can, feels like it's over here. Yep, it's right here. And there appears to be some Merlin puzzle. Oh, don't tell me it's one of the... Oh yeah, grab the stones. We won't do that right now.
I can never face Milo's daughter again.
Alohomora.
Stay with. There it is. I was reading that if you set the difficulty to the story difficulty, you don't have to do those puzzles.
Revelio.
Which, you know, is nice, but also, like, why would you not want to do the full game? There we go. Another wand handle for the collection. Don't know if that's all of them or not. Oh, those little trumpet things. More useless gear. Luckily, I think there's a shop here so I can sell this stuff. Alright, we'll go around. Oh, level 3. I think this one looked like it was... Oh no, it's a normal chest. Looked like it was one of the ones that's going to give you money. So we'll have to come back here with level 3.
Revelio.
More wand handles. And let's go in here. Maybe the demiguise is in this one.
Alohomora.
It's quite annoying how I can't do my flying challenge yet because we don't have access. It means we need to continue the main story. I don't know why they would have given us that, that particular challenge then. Let's go upstairs. Okey dokey. Can't be behind level 3.
Revelio.
Oh, there it is. You can see it.
Alohomora.
There it is. I do wish though that like if you have level 2, level 1 automatic unlocked. That would have been nice. Alright, so that should be 13 of them. So with that we can complete our task. We're not going to do these side quests right now. We can at least come back. We do have the fast travel point. And we need to come back anyways once we have level 3. So let's go to our quest. Man Behind the Moons. We needed 13. And just to check. If I go to my inventory. We have exactly 13. So let's go back to the map. And go to the Hogwarts map. Which one would be the best? Maybe the quad court. That's the thing, like, there's so much of Hogwarts we haven't thoroughly explored. And because of that, we'd be missing a bunch of pages. Something in the world. Oh, what? There's a chest here? Oh.
Revelio.
Okay, hold on. We'll do this. And then, okay, they're right here. So it's 1 plus, please go away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 plus 9. So this needs to be a 4, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like the little owl. So you need to be the owl. Oh, it's a flooper. It's not an owl. And then this is 13 plus 3, which is 16. So I need 5. So
You are
I
the
need
talk of the school
crab.
since you saved Mr. Rib and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Okay. There we go. Oop. And there was another big old chest here, which is useless. Knew it.
Revelio.
What if he stinks like this?
What? Don't be silly. It'll wear off in a few hours.
Students being students. Here we go. Let's finally talk to Mr. Moon.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been busy. Incredible, thank you. You're ready for the final Alohomora lesson. With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas. If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a huge service. And if I ever find out who the bully is behind this cruel trick, I shall let you know. Thank you once again for your assistance and tenacity. Now that you've mastered Alohomora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free
Revelio.
demiguise statues and removing those moons.
Excellent. Oh, well, we'll pet the cat. It'd be really weird if this was like one of the students. Because Professor McGonagall, if you recall, in the films or the books, whichever you've fancied in terms of your Harry Potterness, transforms. Oh, there is a... Oh, that's talking with Natty. Oh, that's right, we have a quest all the way down here for that one. But just for... I want to go down here. I do like the little math puzzles though. Those I actually enjoy. Some of the others, not so much. A little bit of a loading screen.
Revelio.
Occasionally doing a Revelio. There's a chest up there, obviously. Well, not obviously, as we can see. But we want to do it occasionally so that we can, Oh, well, there's that. I need Confringo.
Confringo. Accurate. Revelio.
Surprise, we don't have... Well, there is a statue up here that needs Leviosa.
Levioso. Revelio.
Well, hello. The Dalian key. I hate these timing things. I knew it was going to go. They kind of have a slight pattern. Now it's going to go.
Excellent.
There we go. We got it. Alright, so that is number...
Revelio.
Oh, nice.
Alohomora.
That is 15 out of my 16. It always seems to be in one of the 8 directions. I've never had it like be something not like that. Oh, another legendary.
Revelio.
But anyways, we discovered the Floo area, which is excellent. We can go up here, over here. And is this a new area? Oh no, this is the, we were here before. Alrighty, so what do we want to do? I go to my question. Wait to hear from... Okay. I guess that's for completing all of them. Can't do that one. We could go to the astronomy wing and talk to him. Let's go talk with Natty, because it looks like it's just a speaking one with Natty. Maybe. And we should be pretty dang close. Just go there. There's also a Revelio page somewhere in the Great Hall. Or rather, like when you're walking around certain places, you hear a ping.
Travel broadens the mind.
I think again. You hear it? I always thought it was up here. If I go up here, ooh, owl. It feels so loud. But there's nothing up here. It's like there's a other side of this. We'll have to figure that out. Actually, it might be. There might be another side to it.
Revelio.
Where's his chest? Oh, let's wait for Natty.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
Oh, we should also probably turn off our...
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio.
Oh, hello. We found it. Alright, no more dinging. No more dinging. Alrighty. Well, we talked with Natty, so for next time, what do we want to do? We could talk to the Hufflepuff. Yeah, I think we'll do that as a quick side mission. Maybe Natty or Poppy will speak with us, so that will allow us to do that. And if not, then we will definitely go talk to Professor Fitzgerald in the map chamber, and maybe that will open up the new area so that we can do the sky is the limit. Oy. And look, we got 15 out of 16, so I really want to go around Hogwarts and find, like, if I go here, I have all those. Go over here, got all those. I want to try to find... Oh, there's another mission. Transfiguration court play. Interesting. Is there a... That's the trophy room. Grand staircase tower. Where's the headmaster's office? I don't think I've been to the headmaster's office. We'll have to find that. Those are just those guys, the Depulso challenges. Oh, do we have more Summoners Court? I think we do. Okay, alright. Well, we're gonna do Summoners Court. And that'll conclude this video. I don't know why, but I like Summoners Court. We got decent at it as well. But now it's getting more challenging because they keep putting obstacles in the way.
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
We've gotten a perfect score before, but what the heck? Oh, we got like red effects we're gonna see.
Precisely as planned.
Yeah, you got a 50. I'll get a 50 as well.
With a billywig, I'll never top that.
It's fine.
Precisely as planned.
What?
Such grace.
Oh, okay.
Finesse.
I get it.
Precisely as planned. I'll remember that. Well, you are good.
And I won. The final challenge.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy. I suppose it only gets you so far, though. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Alright, well, we did another Summoner's Court. 6 out of 32. So many more side quests to do. Alrighty. Well, that's going to call it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys at the next one. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.